Hey there, folks! Welcome to MoneyWaveUSA. Today, we're diving headfirst into a fascinating comparison of financial advice, the kind you find in the good book versus the wisdom in those best-selling finance books everybody's always talking about. We're going to explore how these two sources can work together to help you achieve true financial independence and peace of mind. Let's kick things off with a fundamental concept: stewardship. In the Bible, we're called to be wise stewards of everything God blesses us with, and yes, that includes our money. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, he's the rich dad, poor dad guy, right? He talks about using money as a tool to build wealth. Both sources emphasize responsibility, but the Bible reminds us it's not about hoarding cash, but using it for good. It's about recognizing that real wealth goes beyond your bank statement. Hebrews 13:5 tells us to be content with what we have. Now that might sound like financial heresy in today's world, right? But hold on. My book, The Total Money Makeover, emphasizes getting out of debt and building a solid financial foundation. The Bible takes it a step further, reminding us that true contentment isn't about keeping up with the Joneses, but finding satisfaction in our relationship with God and using our resources to make a difference. That's a money makeover most folks miss. Now, let's dive into generosity. Acts 20:35 reminds us, it is more blessed to give than to receive. This aligns with the principles of being a cheerful giver, not giving out of compulsion. David Bach, in The Automatic Millionaire, talks about setting up automatic charitable donations. While automation is a helpful tool, remember that true generosity comes from the heart. Give because you're blessed to bless others, not just to check it off a list. Proverbs 22:7 states, "The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." This is a powerful truth about debt. When you owe money, you're not truly free. That's why I'm so passionate about helping people get out of debt and live debt-free lives. It's about taking control of your finances and building a future free from the bondage of debt. Remember, you can't build a strong financial house on a foundation of debt. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes building assets, while Benjamin Graham, in The Intelligent Investor, advocates for value investing. Both approaches offer valuable insights. The Bible also provides practical wisdom, such as diversifying your investments in Ecclesiastes 11:2. By combining these principles, you can create a solid strategy for financial health. Remember, it's not about getting rich quick. It's about building wealth over time through wise decisions and consistent actions. In Luke 14:28, Jesus tells us to count the cost before we build a tower. This is budgeting 101 folks, and it's as relevant today as it was back then. Just like you wouldn't start building a house without a plan, you shouldn't go through life without a budget. My 7 baby steps provide a clear roadmap to get you on the path to financial peace. It all starts with a starter emergency fund, then tackling those debts head-on with a vengeance. Remember, folks, we want to live generously, and that starts with being wise stewards of what we have. Now let's talk about the parable of the talents. The master entrusted his servants with different amounts of money, expecting them to invest and grow their wealth. That's a powerful lesson about taking responsibility for our finances. You see, investing is not gambling. It's about being smart with your money and making it work for you over the long haul. Just like Ben Graham teaches in The Intelligent Investor, it's about value and patience, not chasing after every hot stock tip. The Millionaire Next Door paints a picture of how most millionaires live: frugally, responsibly, and ethically. This aligns perfectly with the biblical principles of integrity, honesty, and hard work. The Bible tells us that a good name is more desirable than great riches. It's not enough to just build wealth. We have to build it with character. That means being honest in our dealings, generous with our blessings, and always striving to do what's right, even when no one is watching. That's how you build true wealth that lasts. We've dug deep into God's Word and some of the best-selling finance books out there. Now, let's talk about finding balance. The good book reminds us that life is about more than just money. It's about loving your neighbor, serving others, and seeking spiritual growth. But that doesn't mean we ignore our finances. It's about finding that sweet spot, using those financial blessings to bless others and live a life of purpose. You'll find whether it's the Bible or best-selling finance books, some themes keep popping up. Avoiding debt like the plague, that's one. Proverbs tells us the borrower is slave to the lender, and let me tell you, that's the truth. These books echo that, urging you to take control of your money and not let it control you. Another big one is planning. You don't build a house without a blueprint, and you shouldn't build a financial future without a plan. Well, folks, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the wisdom of the ages and the best-selling financial advice. Remember, true wealth is about more than just dollars and cents. It's about living a life of purpose, generosity, and financial peace. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to MoneyWaveUSA for more financial wisdom, and share this video with your friends. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Tell me what resonated with you and what questions you still have. Until next time, keep building that legacy.